Fourth in the top 5. Your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans' offense is on the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Spartans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give out of the gun. Fights off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Childs. Hauls it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Spartans.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get the ball for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback making checks. Plows through the defense. And runs through another guy. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
He has the first and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. James Franklin and the Nittany Lions just a play away from the national championship game a year ago, and now to find a way for Penn State to take that next step.
And I think you're starting to see the elements come into place, though. Colton Necky, an unbelievable hire last year as their OC. Now you bring in one of the best defensive coordinators in college football. Jesse, if not now, then when for this Penn State squad?
My eyes are on Drew Out at quarterback. No question this guy is one of the more talented quarterbacks and someone that can really work wonders in this offense you just mentioned, David, but he has got to be able to play at a high level each and every week. If they do that, they can win the Big Ten, and they can get back to the college football playoff.
Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To throw, it's Aller. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
And the Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good.
Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Power football with the run. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll take it himself.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it inside the tag. Touchdown, Michigan State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Got a little space. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
With the catch, it's Ross.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
To the air, it's Allard. The screen, he can go. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught over the middle. It's McCray. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got him cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air. It's Aller. Makes the catch. It's Pena. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Childs. He'll try to do it himself. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Reynolds. Sprinting away. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
How about that job after the catch on a critical third down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up 1st and goal.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Marches ahead. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this.
Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the 2nd level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
To the ground with the back. He breaks and runs through another one. Touchdown, Sparty. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Sets up the screen. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it. Past the first down marker and still running.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Singleton. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Aller. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They booted away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Michigan State is a bit of a renovation project, but Jonathan Smith did a great job with that at his alma mater in Corvallis, and there is optimism that he's on the right path in East Lansing.
Yeah, and I think that it's a proud program, and the go green, go white. There's fans all across the country. They know they can be good, and it wasn't that long ago, Palmer. They were fighting other Big Ten teams for recognition, and they want to get back to that spot.
Yeah, I think a lot of people constantly overlook Jonathan Smith, too. I think he played with a chip on his shoulder back at Oregon State. I think he coaches with one as well, and I think the rest of his team kind of takes on that identity. They're going to be a physical team. They're going to play smart. They're going to be a hard out.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Fires left. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's McCray. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Bullard. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the quick shuffle pass. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Childs. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Miami is just wearing one right now. That defense looks like me when I go to South Beach. Out of shape and badly burned. Hey, who's writing this stuff? They're trailing by 14 to NC State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Gets rid of it. The incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Ross. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they're ready in the second.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's the way they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job on the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very small.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get...
Oh, he's got some space. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Looking for room, it's Allen. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Makes the grab. It's Pena. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end. Get a nice positive game in the toss play.
The RPO, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. This crowd knows when to bring it. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through the tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Reynolds. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Puts 3 on the board. And we're locked up here in the third. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Firing deep. He's got it on the right. It's a running room. Touchdown, Spartans. And that one will give him the lead.
second half, they take a shot and score a touchdown. You know they talked about this all halftime. They were just waiting for this opportunity. They knew coming out they were going to get the look they got defensively and take advantage of it, and it comes up big with a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Saunders. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Aller. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Makes the catch. Ball is free, and he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Yeah, that's a great job by the defense. Swarming the football, creating the turnover. Oh, it wasn't a turnover. What a lucky bounce back to the offense. Great job by the defense. Just keep doing that. Keep hitting it. Keep getting that football out. You'll get some of those breaks later on down the road.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. On the run, it's Singleton. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. past the 30, all the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the air, it's Aller. Quarterback extends the play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a crease to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. And the Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
You're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line. You really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Floating away. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover. Give to the running back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings. Balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Trying the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Aller. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kick is in the air. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Penn. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. From the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught, it's Ross. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throwing right. Snags it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, the ball squirts out. Touchdown, Penn State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
That play right there may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it. Could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it, and they get the touchdown regardless.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Coastal Carolina. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Makes the catch on the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Childs. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Spartans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes.
Big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come, These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And they try to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Got a man, it's Boyd. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the back. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kick.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense
sends it downfield. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
You know, if they'd been able to come up with that completion, I think it would have helped out their Hail Mary opportunity. They didn't get it. This is going to take an act of God if they're going to win this game at this point.
Dropping back, it's Allard. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Takes a hit as he fires. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.